going on?
What's good, YouTube? This is Sean Miller. I'm here on behalf of my Dolce Madeline. I've got Matthew Troy here. Matthew, tell me what you did and what you played today.
So I got top 8 at Gigabyte's Cafe for their case tournament for Darkwing Blast, and I played Adamancipator Spright.
Awesome. All right. Any shout outs before we get into it?
Yeah, I want to thank Ritual for all their cool products. I want to thank everybody at Gigabytes for throwing this cool case tournament. They got everything here. Y'all should really come check it out if you all are in the Marietta, Roswell area. Shout outs to Dabbers, shout outs to Team Wicked, and shout outs to Oliver, DJ Barber, and Owsley. Good shit at the YCS.
Awesome. All right, let's get into it then.
All right.
So what are we starting with first?
We got the 3 tuners, of course. These are mandatory. You shouldn't play any less. I saw most of these, like almost every game. Unfortunately, the 2 names that are outside, that are just in the archetype, is the 2 Dragite. The draw power is just always great, and we're pairing it with like other cards that draw into our deck.
Gotcha. So I know most people play 1. Why'd you decide to play 2?
2 always because like we want to pair this with our hidden gem card. So the new level 2 Water Rock, you're always going to see like this card come up at some point if you just keep on digging through your deck, and you're always going to see the level 2 as an extender. So I just felt like this card, and we're also going to show off a Coral Dragon. So Coral Dragon also helped us extend deeper into our deck and into our combo.
Gotcha. Alrighty. What we got next?
Of course, the only other starter in the deck, the 3 Doki Doki. And then,
I feel like that's just mandatory.
It is absolutely mandatory, especially if you're trying to 1-card combo. Also, we're just this really helps getting into Almirage, so, and helping our Parallax Seed pop off.
Gotcha.
Especially just baiting out shit too. Fortunately enough, these also help you play into your Almirage, but also allowing you to just get an additional normal summon. So like if you don't have like a really like strong start with your monsters, but you have like a tuner to start getting off the ground, or maybe you have Doki Doki, you can go Hidden Gem, discard, and then normal summon additional Guardian or an additional tuner that doesn't work well with the rest of your cards, and you can still play with some protection. So
Gotcha.
He's overall broken. And again, coming back from the graveyard is always nice to play.
Awesome. So I see you're playing 3 Quackimera Guardian.
3 Guardian, and then of course the best extender in Rocks, 3 Supplier. I don't know why you would play anything less than this. This always is chain blocking. This is always extending you through your plays, especially if you have like droplets and you know they're about to remove your monster. It's always best to like, especially if you get it back with signs. So you just want to push through everything, summon another monster, be like, yo, I'm still on the board. I'm still playing right now.
Gotcha.
For our grind games, this card comes up a lot.
That's the
with
card
like restacking your deck. Unfortunately, we don't have Blocky Boy, so you can't use his other effect as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that card is the reason Block Dragon can never come back.
Unfortunately, I would love Blocky Boy back, but yeah, we don't. He's just free extender for a Revival Golem, and then our other tech for the format is Gate Blocker.
Because we don't want to lose to mine.
We don't want to lose to mine. We want to lose to Runic for no reason whatsoever. And then so also the goal with this card is you put it under like Spright Elves. Arrows, and now the whole board is untargetable. So this card says you can't target any of your opponents, any of your other monsters, and then Elves just like, no, you can't target this card. So now you literally can't be touched.
Brilliant. All right.
So now doing the non-engine, we have 3 Parallel, great extender. I always saw whenever it came up, and it was always better when you drew off of it when you went to like your Blue Rock or your Coral Dragon.
Gotcha.
And our Sprites, of course, we're only playing 3 blue, 1 carrot, 1 red.
What about Jet?
So now I realize that trap card, the new Spright trap card, is actually really, really good. It's going to pair really well with this next card I'm about to show you. So either one of these is getting cut, or they're just going to be extenders in the deck. And really, that's all these cards really did for me today, besides add a little bit of protection, was that just extended my plays. I saw every rank 6 play, and even just pushing into like a Baron with like 2 level 2s and a 6. But you're always going to see your Baron with these cards. And of course, the most degenerate of all cards in the format.
I'm so glad I didn't have to play you today.
No. I would always pop this card with Baron, and because I didn't play the Spright trap card, I can't just save my Baron and bring this back. Now, so today I was just doing Baron swap, and it felt bad coming off a Baron, so I'll probably never do that again now that I have that trap
Now that
card.
you know that the trap exists.
Very small spell trap lineup,
So
and it's really just
three
spells.
of the best
Three of
extender.
the best extender, and our 3 forbidden droplets.
Awesome. And is that a 40 card main deck?
This is a 40 card main deck. I think right now it's very hard to play the deck over 41, 42 cards without like prank kits, cards that like rock monsters that essentially just summon themselves.
Right.
Without your Adamancipators. So
Right, with no meow meow, that's kind of impossible. All right, we're gonna do extra or side next?
we're gonna do extra deck first.
Gotcha. All
The
right.
one, granted, it's mandatory. He's always going to be there to extend you. Also, I play Shifter in my side deck, so he's just a big boy to just start punching over everybody.
So glad I didn't play you today.
I didn't seek. I was so sad that I didn't get combo through the last 3 rounds.
So one of each synchro name?
One of each synchro. A lot of people tell me to not play this card, but honestly, since your red and your carrot are fires and your elf is a fire, anytime that's in the graveyard, you're now recurring your guardian all the time. And even if you don't have the guardian graveyard, you're recurring your synchros back too. So like this, I feel like this card is just perfect for grind games. Can't play without this card. We want to play through droplets.
Right.
We want to be able to tell tier you have to waste your main phase 1 before you can battle me, so that you can play. Going for time, Cupid Pitch, also just a great extender. You can just pretty much synchro into whatever you want in this deck once you modify its levels. And if people are really that scared of you, like they don't know what you're doing, they'll attack this card with like Imperm. And it's like, we're fine with that. I have a level 2 on the field. I'm still gonna make my level 6s. Speaking of which, Coral Dragon.
Gotcha.
Crazy ass card, because like there was a lot of times I had extra cards in my hand, like Droplet or an extra evenly matched. And I'll just discard, pop a card on the field, and make sure they had no grave effects, and then you can synchro this card into whatever you want. But the most important is that you're getting your draw one and seeing the rest of your deck.
Gotcha. One Baron.
Gotta play it.
Best synchro, probably the best synchro negate in the game right now as far as the toolbox goes.
Pretty much, and then like also because like I am very much a believer in the grind game of this deck right now. You have to play it because you can loop it. You can loop it for Scythe. You can loop it for your Adamancipator synchros. Like you just have to like use it to keep playing the game. Only 2 Spright Elf. Probably my mistake today to not playing the Gigantic, but I only saw one most of the time, and if a second one came up, the game was secured.
Gotcha.
Dagda and generic Link 2 to get into so we can get into our level 2s. Almirage to help us push with our suppliers and our Parallax Seeds. And then also, if you know like your opponent is on some sort of type of removal, like the Bistil Trap card or Gamma, you can always use this card to save it from destruction. So now you're keeping your combo pieces.
Gotcha.
Gotta link into Nightmare Unicorn just to get a lot of cards off the field sometimes.
One IP.
I don't like this card right now. It's very controversial, but I never made it, and I really feel like it could have been a better card. Like it could have been Alvain and with some ready fusions,
right?
Or it could have been Gigantic, which I probably really want now. But it was just a flex spot, essentially. And then we gotta close out our games.
So access code.
Access code talker.
All right.
Usually you don't need a gate here, but if you do, it's game.
Gotcha. All right, let's get into that side deck.
Yes, sir. Side deck's pretty simple, although I have a nice deck. No, this is translation.
Oh, those are
you
translations.
You have to see the beautiful Euros in a second.
Oh, broken.
So, one Harpy's Feather Duster never came up, but I was just there. I was glad it was there. To pair with my Lightning Storms, of course.
Gotcha.
Like any of these cards plus droplets, you're like blowing up a board. Speaking of other removal, we got the 3 evenly matched.
Gotcha.
Always great to pair with your droplets just to push through and break boards. The 3 Euro Dimension Shifter.
Let's get a good look at those real quick for the camera.
Yes, they came up when they came up, and they never let me down. Every tier matchup was free, and it allowed me to like pretty much simplify the game state because a lot of times people were trying to extend through it, and it was to their detriment because all I had was sometimes you just have Guardian and you just gotta hold Guardian pass.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta hope.
Hey, sometimes we're just playing Master Duel.
Hope and pray.
So I don't have 3 Fenrir. So I only have one.
One tank.
So we gotta side the hanky panky with him too. We gotta pretend like we're playing more of him.
Hey, whatever works.
But if you can get both these cards in the field, you're definitely breaking a board. And then this is the best card for the side. For every other like rogue matchup, every Dragon Link deck, like this card came up. And funny and great enough, it's a win. So we're just DD crowing with our Raptite now with this card. But yeah, that's the deck profile.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations.
Appreciate.
Awesome. Again, guys, Sean here in place of Madeline, the Dolce Madeline. You guys have a great day.